My partner found this. He says he goes to the bins and we're like looking at different bins and he goes, you were digging through, I didn't want to disrupt you. And they brought out a home bin and I saw a big bolt of fabrics and this lady ran and grabbed one. So I ran and grabbed the other one. I don't know if it's good or not, but she was running for it. So I figured I needed to run for it. I'm telling you, it's a good one to take to the bins. This is Hi Sequels friends, welcome back to my channel. It is so fabulous to have you here today. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you happen to be new, my name is Heather and I am a part-time reseller across various online platforms, and I like to share my part-time reselling journey with you here on YouTube. If you've been watching for some time, you know one of my goals has been to hit the Goodwill bins more often because I have one obscenely close to me and I do not take advantage of it as much as I should. And I have been meeting that goal. And because of that, that means it's time for a good old-fashioned bins haul, y'all. Before we get into these stacks of things that I got, I need to share with you the deets real quick. So let's pop them up here. This Goodwill's bins trip cost me $35 and I ended up picking up 37 items for sale. That puts my cost of goods at just 95 cents. First up, this is a brand that we'll recognize from one of my previous Goodwill Bins hauls. Resell, I think, Resell Home Fashions. This was one of the brands that I didn't know. It looks like they make modern stuff, but they also make vintage stuff. I do believe, based on research, that this is vintage. And it is just a really pretty floral ruffle standard pillow sham. And not only did I get 2 of them, I actually found 4 of them. It is a tapestry of polar bears. And you can see from the reflection on there, it's like a velvet, almost like a rug material, really pretty. But it's kind of interesting. It is, you can see I'm not even going to pretend to pronounce that. But you do see that it's made in Italy, which was the other thing that was intriguing to me. And you guys can see the comps below. This is a square tablecloth. It has the really pretty lace detail on the border, and I don't know, they're just like little cubes. And it has the double border and then the cute little cubes on the inside. And this one doesn't have it just has a tag, but it doesn't have a brand on it. But I found the brand, so I'll include it below. It's really pretty. What are those, hydrangeas? I don't always know flowers, but I feel like they were hydrangeas. If not, I'll have that below. If you do know flowers, you're probably itching if I just said the wrong thing. But this is a valance, and I did get 2 of them. So this is the last home item, and I had to pick this up because I just think that the pattern is so pretty. It's like a floral, almost like a tropical watercolor print on a gray ground. And it is actually a shower curtain, which you can see by the little hook holes there. And if I can find the tag here, it is by, I literally just had it in my hand. It is by Nicole Miller. It's just a little fun scarf. I like you see a little tassel detail, and it's in a really pretty coloration with the pinks and blacks, and it is a sheer, and it's a big one. I made sure to tag this one beach cover up since we are getting into season. It is a pashmina, and it is a scarf as well. I actually pulled this out of the bins and said, Sheila, if you're watching, I pulled this out and Brent and I said, this looks like Sheila's colors. So Sheila, if you're in need of a scarf, let me know and I'll bring it over to you. Otherwise, I'm gonna put it up for sale. I just thought it was so pretty in the colors with the purples, blues, pinks, woven with the fringe detail, and to be a pashmina, it's quite a lovely one. And don't say you don't want it if you want it, because it cost me less than $1. It has a pocket on each side, and it is Patrick Kiln. Is that what that says? Kins. Patrick Kins. I'm not very good at reading backwards. And you can see right there, it's 100% wool, which is what attracted to me to this. It just is giving all those academia vibes. I really love the coloration, but I'm not sure if you're going to be able to tell. Let me put it up close on the camera. It is full of dog hair, full. And I took my lint brush to it and I've seen no improvement. And I am not, the retails are down below. The retails were not as high as I might have thought it would be for the look and the price of this. So I have one other style of lint brush to try, and if it gets it out, hooray. And if it doesn't, I don't think I would be able to deal with it any longer. If you guys have any tips for pulling pet fur out of wool, be sure to leave them in the comment section. Look at, I love her. She's so adorable. It is Peter Popovich. As you can see, made in the USA. I love that. Now, I don't know if you guys know, this reminds me of, as soon as I saw it, it reminds me of Sarah Sherman. Is that what her name is, from SNL? It reminds me completely of her style, which is so reminiscent of like comedians in the 80s and 90s with those really bold, over-the-top patterns. So I just was immediately attracted to that. But then also, I don't know if you know, but there is a core. I know there's a gazillion cores, but there is a core called Clown Core, and I feel like this applies. This is another one of those easy pickups that, you know, you would never thrift it unless you were just getting it for nothing amount of money. It's LL Bean. It is in a very wearable, very wanted size 2X plus, and it is just a V-neck tee, 3/4 sleeve, in a really pretty burgundy red. LL Bean does sell well for me, so that is why I decided to pick this up. I mention a lot that my partner goes to the bins with me most all the time when I'm out thrifting, and I had mentioned to him that denim shirts were performing well for me, and I gotta tell you, it looks like he found me about 3 of them. So this one is Cabin Creek. Based on the tag, I do believe that it is a vintage, and it is a really pretty button front, long sleeve denim shirt blouse with a cute ruffle detail. With all the Western vibes coming back, this one seems very Western, as well as crossing over into boho and cottagecore. So since that is hitting so many, it is definitely worth a pickup. This is just time and true, not a, you know, the most fabulous brand in the world to pick up, but I say this in almost every video. A New Day, Avon Viv, Old Navy, Time and True are worth it as a pickup for me in the bins based on style, because a lot of the times they'll flip fast, and if I can get them in plus, this is an XXL size 20, they are definitely a winner. Short sleeve, chambray, high-low button front blouse. I really like the boxy cut on this. This last one, well, almost last one. I do have a men's denim shirt that I'm going to show you guys a little later, which is a new to me brand, but these all have kind of the same vibe. This is 21 denim. It is a medium. I like that it's a very washed out, very worn, washed out denim. The front chest pockets are giving me Y2K vibes. It also makes it feel a little Western. But I really wanted to try this one. If it doesn't sell, I will never pick up any Cato again. This is Cato. This is my motivation. As you can see, it is in a size 22. And just look at this. It is perfect for spring. You have the billowy sleeves, kind of a little balloon sleeve, and they are a bit longer. The square neckline with the crochet detail, and then it has a little pin tucking details. Very oversized blousey. It's just perfect for spring and summertime. I had to pick up just because it's cute as a stinking button. If you could tell, but it is a little all over lemon print. And it does have a little bit, oh geez, blowout, here we go. It does have a little bit, if you could tell there, like a jersey knit in the middle for comfort, 2 front pockets, 3/4 sleeves with a rolled tab looking cuff. And this is just Emily Daniels. It is in a size small, which I normally don't pick up, but because of how cute the pattern is, well, I tell you what guys, I have this listed, and look, I just noticed there is a stain on the shoulder. I'm gonna have to get that one offline and see if that stain comes out. Well, that stinks, but I'd much rather know about it now while I'm sharing things with you than to figure out that it's sold and then the customer tell me. So this is Antica Femme in an extra large. This seems very much like, you know, like a junior looking brand. Another shirt that is gonna cost you next to nothing. You guys know I've been on the lookout for tops. Tops are always one of my best performing categories, and it's really worth my while to pick them up at the bins because they don't always sell for a ton dollar amount, so I really like to get them at bins pricing. Cute sheer keyhole neckline and a very blousey movement. So it is loft, and you can see by the tag it retails for $56.20. But what made me go ahead and pick this up, even though, like I said, I've just had a box full of thread up stuff going, ugh, it's all loft. Well, on the positive side, this one is a wearable medium, and this is just giving me all types of summertime vibes. Memorial Day, 4th of July, this will be so cute. So I was sure to tag it with that. It's the little, oh, I always forget what these are called. I always want to call it Dobby, but it's not. A Swiss dot. Red and blue Swiss dots in a white sleeveless blouse with white blue stripes. Really cute. Another loft, another basic, but it is in a wearable size, so it's worth the pickup. This is a loft in a size large, and it's a button front cardigan. Lightweight button front cardigan, perfect for anybody who has to go to the office where you know it's always stinking cold, and in black, a very wearable color. GW, which is a division of Graph. And it is a button front cardigan style windbreaker, very 80s, 90s jogger style. And it has all sorts of studded detail with little anchors and such on the, up at the chest. Really cute buttons and a banded bottom. Let's see if that helps with the lighting's a little strong in the background, and it looks so dark in the camera. I'm not sure how it's gonna look for real. I am in love with this sweater. I wish that it was in my size. I would keep it in a frickin' heartbeat. Look at that cropped cardigan. You can already see all the movement on it. Long sleeve sweater, and look, every single one of these is a fully beaded dog of all different breeds and varieties. Oh my gosh, look at that husky right there, the look on his face. So stinking cute. It looks just like a husky face. Aren't they adorable? Little beagle, and even the backside has one little guy in the corner. Little poodle, little poodle. This is Michael Simon, which I don't know anything about this brand. I picked this up because it's embellished, it's beaded, and it is made out of Ramie cotton, which lets me know that it is most likely vintage. These sweaters go for a decent amount. Now, the comps down here are going to be a wide range because I'm seeing some of this brand sweaters selling for $30, $40, and then I'm seeing some sell for up to $120, $150. So I cannot find this exact sweater, so I'm saying it's a rare Michael Simon, but oh my gosh, how stinking cute. And apparently Michael Simon does all sorts of fun, over-the-top embellished dog sweaters. Oh, it's like one of those that you know it doesn't fit you, but you still want to keep it so bad. But as of now, it's going up for sale. This is just Calvin Klein. It is an extra large. I actually picked this up for me, but didn't care for it. when I tried it on, so I'm listing it for sale. Kind of fun, like athletic kind of style with the banded bottom. Looks like we have 3/4 length sleeves and a lot of fun sequin detail. It seems like sequin's having its moment again, so hopefully this one will sell. Look at this beauty. Oh, love it. It's a crew neck pullover long sleeve sweater, but I absolutely love, I mean, I'm just a sucker for anything black, black and white, classic. But this is just a really thick knit, very cool print, and it is Marc Jacobs, and it is in a size large. I'm telling you guys, if I was a size large, I would have swapped up this sweater, and I would have swapped up that doggo sweater. And then I would have forgot that I even had them until next year when it was sweater weather. Now, I'm not sure about these, but they're cute. They're like fun 90s, and they're cats. So I had to try them. This is artistic apparel, but it is the artist that does it is Laurel Birch. This is a large, extra large, and I believe it is a V-neck short sleeve nightgown, but I listed mine as a night shirt or as a t-shirt dress because I know that this kind of kitschy cat, crazy cat stuff is in. So, you know, you do you. Maybe you want to wear it as a night shirt or put it with some tights or however you want to do it. But isn't that fun? Ignago cats. And no, I couldn't just get one when they had two of them there. So I picked up this one as well. Same silhouette, long, short sleeve V-neck nightgown dress, and look at how cool it is. Very 90s styling, and look at that, feline friends. If you're on TikTok, you've probably seen tons of the house coats, caftans, muumuus, house dresses, all the talk about it. I just had to pick up this because of all of that. It is super cute. It is a full length, partial zip. Where's my zip? Half zip. And it's in a really cute pink check. There you go. I'm trying to get that window out of the way so that you guys can see some stuff. And I really like the floral embroidery at the top. It's all sorts of cottagecore, grandma core vibes. Now it is only Anthony Richards, and you can see it's worn and it doesn't have the size, but based on the measurements and looking at other people's sizes, if memory serves, this one is a 4X. Here's the other denim shirt that I was telling you about that I was like, I wonder if this is men's because it's so big and it's a size medium. I don't know anything about the brand, so let me show you the shirt first. Eagle eyes may already notice. Definitely looks like a men's fit with how large it is. And then you could see kind of the cool detail on the silver tone buttons. And it does have long sleeve. Just this like kind of almost Aztec-y detail on the buttons. And it is Scully, which apparently is a Western wear brand that is really known for its denim men's shirts. And so I'm excited to see how this one does. Okay, they had 3 of these there and I went ahead and picked them up. I see so many people who are wearing, younger people especially, who are wearing sweatshirts and they're wearing what I would consider very 90s grandma core vibe sweatshirts. So here's an example. Just a crew neck sweatshirt, and you could see how it already gives me grandma core vibes because the crew neck is contrasting. And if that wasn't, look at that print. It's got little bird houses with birds. And these are in, I mean, they look like new condition. So I got that one, which I think is an extra large. Yes. And these 2, which are a large. This one is in pink with the contrasting pink neckline. And we have a tree with some birds, very springtime. And then this one is in yellow with a contrasting white neckline. And it has a really cool little cutesy springtime cat print on it. I say print, it's actually embroidery. And these are all made by Daybreeze. And while the, I didn't actually think that this was vintage, but everybody else is saying that this is a vintage brand. It does say made in Mexico, so it is pretty likely. It's just this tag kind of threw me off a bit. So if you have any more information, let me know. I can't remember. I think I did list them all as vintage because everybody else had them. So you have the navy blue long sleeve sweatshirt, and it has a collar, which is very retro vintage. This is by Gopher Sport. And look at the collar, has the little checks and the apples on it. But here is the piece de resistance. We got a little geese. I say little geese family, but it's really mama bird and some baby birds. She's carrying her apples. And just when you think you've seen all the birds, there's one little one on the back. He dropped his apple. Isn't it so stinking cute? It just gives me all of those, again, cottagecore vibes, that grandma core that's getting really popular. So, I don't know, not anything, any of those are nothing like I've picked up. So, you know, I'll be sharing in my what sold videos if it's sold. This is just St. John's Bay. It's just a sweatsuit. It's just a red extra large sweat shirt with a drawstring, elastic waist, extra large, oversized extra large sweat pant with pockets. I just thought it was amazing that the sweatsuit was still together. And this isn't going to bring in a lot of money, but another thing that I felt like people are looking for, so it was worth to try to save out of the landfill. Well, this is a men's blazer, and Lord knows I have enough men's blazers from my Helpsy box, but those are not like silhouettes that I think of as being popular right now. But this silhouette is giving me all sorts of academia vibes. This is a perfect unisex blazer. While it was sold as men's when it came out, it would definitely be beautiful with a long pleated skirt, but really, really pretty. It needs a little steaming. I did wash it. I just hung it to dry. It has those vintage 70s style woven buttons. You got a little bit of a shoulder pad in there. And this is what sealed the deal when I couldn't decide if I was going to get it or not. You have the elbow pads. This is the brand. And if I remember correctly, it didn't have any, holy crap, I was just going to say, it didn't have any size listed in it, and I don't know why I reached in the pocket. I wonder if that's the size. I was going to think maybe it was 35, but then it says details down there. So I have to look into this a little bit more. I was just going to say what the size was based on the measurements. And isn't the inside just gorgeous? I picked up this bag. It was sitting in the bins. It's just Vera Bradley. I normally don't pick up Vera Bradley, but the condition of this is beautiful. It looks like it's in like new condition. So I figured for bins prices, I would go ahead and pick it up. It was sitting in the bins and nobody wanted it. And then when I brought it over to the cart, my partner's like, oh, I almost picked that up, but it was just sitting in the bin. So I figured it didn't mean anything because nobody wanted it. Well, I looked it up and this pattern does pretty well in Vera Bradley. So I'm pretty excited about it. If you haven't noticed yet, I'm showing you only one side because I looked this over. I looked it over and I still didn't see it. It's monogrammed. So I have a seam ripper, so I don't really know how it's going to play out. If I could just rip the seams out, and then wash the material, if that will be enough to you know, make this saleable. If not, it's a lost cause. But I just like, when I got home, I washed it, I put it away, I was like, oh great, and I went out to photograph it and I go, oh, so now I see why nobody picked that up. My partner found this. He says he goes to the bins and we're like looking at different bins and he goes, you were digging through, I didn't want to disrupt you, and they brought out a home bin. and I saw a big bolt of fabrics, and this lady ran and grabbed one, so I ran and grabbed the other one. I don't know if it's good or not, but she was running for it, so I figured I needed to run for it. I'm telling you, it's a good one to take to the bins. This is some lace fabric yardage. Now, I've done very well with selling fabric yardage that I've gotten in the bins. We unrolled it from the bolt because we know we're not going to ship it on the bolt, and we don't want to pay for the weight of the cardboard bolt. So we unrolled it, and I have it all in a bag right now. I did do the old measure, you know the old school, this is a yard thing. And based on that measurements, it looks like it's 25 yards of lace. Now, I don't know if this lace is good, if anybody wants it. I just keep thinking for like a wedding or anything like that. But for the price, I couldn't resist. So comps are all over the place. So here's a super huge range to show you. One item has already sold, this beautiful silk Frank Lloyd Wright MoMA scarf. Resell is $49 to $59. I listed mine for $59, and within 24 hours I had gotten an offer all in at $42.99. I went ahead and took that and ended up putting in my pocket $30. So now I got to share with you guys what the gross projections are. Yeah, check it out. Can you believe it? We are looking at $758 to $1,250. So in order to figure out how much of these gross projections or estimated value that I think I'll actually net or put in my bank account, then we need to take 65% of these numbers. And I have not done that math yet, but future Heather will do it for you now. So not too shabby at all on a $35 investment. This is why I love the bins. Now, I am showing more bins content, so do let me know in the comment section below if you are enjoying that. I am not going to become a bins exclusive channel because that is not the way that I run my business. I dabble in a little bit of everything, and I do want to let you know that because I know not everybody has a Goodwill outlet next to them. Not everybody has options to go to like a dollar days or church discount sales or places where you can get things for only $1. So I'll continue to do unboxings and thrifting at all sorts of establishments as I have been doing, but you will see these Goodwill Bins hauls more regularly. And I do hope that you enjoy it. If there's ever any kind of content that you're looking for specifically, just leave it in the comment section of any video, and I definitely read through all those and take them into consideration as I'm creating more content for this channel. As always, I really do appreciate each and every one of you guys for tuning in. Thank you so very much, and I will see you next time with some more retelling content. I barely got that out. Enjoy your weekend, everybody, and I'll see you later. Bye.